So I'm going to be honest, this was not the video I had planned to make today. And quick story time before we get into this video. Today's video that you should be watching right now was going to be MotoGP Career Mode Part 13 on GP23. I got 4 laps into the race before I altered forward, went into OBS, stopped recording, completely deleted it, went to Steam and deleted the game. Don't believe me? Look at the screenshot on screen now. Simply, the physics in that game are so bad, there's not enough time in life to be playing that game simply for me. And I installed this game probably 2.5 months ago with the sole intention of making a video on it saying, is it as good as I remember? Am I wrong to be banging on saying this is an amazing bike game? And kind of so on and so forth. And here we are. So, essentially, I've completely given up with Milestone's current GP game, so GP22 was a massive flop for me. After really loving 21, hating 22, hoping 23 was going to be better with the new career mode and all the bits and pieces that were coming that I never even got to try because the game was so bad I didn't even make it to the GP class. How sad is that? So all these new features that I was kind of hopeful for coming into GP23, and then I guess, what was it, 12 episodes I think I made in GP23, and essentially from current standpoint I don't think, as I've already uninstalling him, I don't think I'll ever, never mind play it again, I don't think I'll ever actually upload it again because there's just, I cannot fathom how bad the games have gone, the GP games. Now of course we had Ride 5 come out recently and that's okay-ish, it's a bit arcade, it's very arcadey, let's not beat around the bush, the physics aren't wonderful, but I get enjoyment out of it and I can understand why people are enjoying it. I'm enjoying it myself, and again, I'm not hating on the game because it's unrealistic, I'm hating on it because it's so unenjoyable, there's just no fun to be had. And the fact the likes of Dr. Ace, VR46, Biker Gaming are on like 15, 16, 17 episodes each, and we're this far into the life cycle. Usually Robbo's done about 3 seasons, Reese is usually done a lot more, and same with Dr. Ace. Now last year I think I did like, I want to guess right, I'll put it on screen after I take a guess, I'm going to say 40 episodes of career mode. I actually think I know the number, I think it was 33 actually. So I'm going to put on screen now how many episodes of career mode I did. For this game, GP21, I did in the 80s, I'm going to say 86, or did even get, I don't even know if I got more, but I feel like it was 86 episodes. Editor Dill here, just to fill in a little mistake I made, forgot to completely mention that I did a full VR46 Finale career mode where I tried to win him his 10th world title. That went 17 episodes, which takes me over 100 in total, so yeah, GP21 is class. And each episode was one race, and I love this game, and I could so easily come home from work, have a shower, have food, sit down and spend an hour and a half recording, editing this game and uploading it, and people back then seemed to enjoy the content. I enjoyed playing it. I was, for a long time, daily uploading this video, this game in terms of career mode. I think I did like 12 episodes of online racing. I did I did so much with this game, and that's what really kind of built my channel up quite rapidly. I went from like 200 and odd subs from previous uploads from like GP17. Obviously took a massive sabbatical, we'd say, from YouTube for about 4 or 5 years and came back to it, and this is a game I came back to. And to be honest, a big part of why I came back to this game is because of this, or why I came back to YouTube, sorry, is because of this game. And now that I am back on this game, it does feel slightly different to what I remember, but immediately you get on the game, it just feels a lot different to GP22 and 23, and already I just feel more at home in it. I just feel like I'm in control of the bike, I'm getting feedback through the controller what the bike is doing, the curbs are giving me vibration, it's not all white noise coming through the controller. I can kind of understand, I always had great sensations with this game. Now, of course, this game personally seems to suit me quite well. I was pretty handy at this. Of late, when GP went to the Unreal Engine, I was never as good as them games as I was the original in-house. I was quite fast back in the day on the in-house engine ones. When they moved in 18, didn't like 18 at all. I was actually quite quick at it when I tried, because I remember I did get P6 in the very first esports on Xbox, but that was the only one I ever did. It was a Marquez at Texas, and it was a funny story. I registered to do it because, one, it was the first esports event I wanted to kind of push myself and see how I could do. 2, I was always naturally very good at Texas. It was one of those tracks that just seemed to, for whatever reason, I could go quick at, and it was just something to do, something to try out. I managed to get P6. Unfortunately, for some reason, my name went through, but my flag didn't update, so I had a Spanish flag. So some guy by the name of Dill was P6 in the very first esports event, and he was apparently Spanish, which actually was me. So it was always annoying me that I couldn't change it, because I was on the leaderboards under the wrong nationality, and of course everybody knows I'm very patriotic. But coming forward, 19, it was a good step in the right direction, but it still wasn't very fun if you really pushed it. 20, decent, but 21 for me was the sweet spot, and since 22 and 23 I've played enough to know that I don't like the direction they're going and have gone. I just really enjoy playing this game, and to be honest, when GP Bikes came out on Steam and I went to that, I really loved that, and I kind of swayed away from this and never really went back to it. But I'm back at this now. If this was GP23, I'd be playing a lot more of this game, because there's just a lot more feeling. I can feel the front quite a bit. The rear's quite slidey on this game, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people didn't like it, but I felt like I could control it, and I felt like I was quite good with it. So it was just felt like a decent game to me. And after 2 bad games really from Milestone in terms of the last 2 GP games, coming back to this, thinking of all them 80 odd episodes of career mode and the bike dancing on the braking, it just feels right to me. And of course, had to go to Jerez, my one and only beloved Jerez, just for a few laps for today's video. And it's just pretty much, I am considering doing career mode episodes on this game. I genuinely think I might start fresh career mode on this, because first off, after I altered forward the GP23, I was thinking, right, we'll have no video for tomorrow. I might put out a video saying that I'm pretty much done with Milestone's GP games and I don't want to play them anymore, and simply I apologise if you don't want to. If I basically was saying, look, GP23 is terrible, I hated the last 2, I probably won't play any more Milestone games on the channel, GP related. Obviously I am enjoying Ride 5 quite a bit, and there will be more of that to come, but already the interest in that has really dwindled, hasn't taken off for other people, and for me it's a bit strange. It's a brand new game and the interest is low. I think again Milestone have kind of made a few mistakes in that sense, where there's not enough change for people to kind of get behind it. My first few videos kind of did well in it, then they've kind of gone back to normal, so people don't really have the interest in that either, which is a shame. So I think Milestone as a company are in a bit of a hole at the moment. But in terms of this, then I thought to myself, because I went to my Steam library to uninstall it, and above it was GP22, which has been uninstalled for months, probably over a year now I suppose at this rate, because I fell out with that really early as well last year. And it was just thinking to myself that it's sad, because again, GP is such a big part of my own life. It's a big part of my channel. It's, again, a lot of people who will be watching this have probably been subscribed since potentially this career mode, maybe GP22, maybe GP23, but I just think back to all the fun times I had in this game and all the online lobbies and just the enjoyment I had out of this game. And to be honest, there will probably be a career mode now. I'd like to get your feedback. Would you like to see a career mode on it? Because again, if people aren't interested in watching me play a 2-year-old game, I completely understand. People only want to see the new game with the right height devices and all the extra bells and whistles that the new games have, and that's what they want to see. I understand, but I'm afraid you're not going to see that on this channel anymore. I'm sure the likes of Dr. Race and Biker will continue to upload the newer GP games. Or for me, I don't have any enjoyment out of them games, and it's just, as you get older, your time becomes a bit more precious, yeah, and I just feel like I'd rather be making content on games I'm enjoying, because I was suffering through that video to try and get a video for tomorrow, or today as it will go out, and I remember after doing qualifying I was loading and I was like, I know for a fact that in the video most viewers will be able to tell that I just wasn't happy, because I was kind of giving out so much about how bad the AI were, and essentially what was happening in the video was, it was at Catalonia Motor 2, the AI had essentially completely different physics once again, and they could turn so much more on the throttle, and they were like 3 seconds of that quicker than me, and there was nothing I could do. I was braking so much later to make up all the time, and then they would just like cut back underneath me and turn so much more aggressively than I could, and it was just getting frustrating, and I wasn't enjoying it, and I was making mistakes and running wide, and I think I qualified last, got up to P15, and then just my lack of pace really started to show, and I went backwards, and I got a couple laps in, I was just kind of, I made a mistake going wide, and I kind of picked it up, and the bike wheelied, and I fell off the back of it, and then I paused. I just sat there for a couple of seconds, it's like, like I can't put this out. Like, this is, my YouTube channel is precious to me in such a way that I can't just bang out content and expect people to enjoy it if I'm not enjoying it. I think maybe over the last, I suppose, 18 months with the last 2 GP games, people probably can tell that I don't enjoy the late ones as much. And again, if you went back to my upload schedule of this game was on the channel, multiple videos every single week, and it's just because I enjoyed it. I think if I was to start a career mode on that, now I don't know what I would do in terms of where I'd start, how far I'd go. Would I go back as far as Moto 3? Would I start in GP? Would I I don't know the kind of ins and outs of it, but if I was to, I think it would be a lot of fun and it'd be something I could probably do quite easily, because like I'm playing this here and it's just riding around Jerez under no stress, enjoying my little few laps here with a late on his Aprilia, and I'm just chatting to my viewers. So it's coming easy to me, this game, already. After how many laps? I've done 6 laps here. I think I did a couple beforehand just to get an understanding of it. And again, look, even with the tires gone off, I just feel like I have so much more control with this bike, and it's just fun. So that is kind of it for today's video. I don't want to ramble on for too long, but pretty much summary, bottom line, there won't be any more modern GP games in terms of career modes and stuff like that. I don't think I'll reinstall them, just because, again, when you reinstall them and then try and play them again, they just kind of go horribly wrong. So it's just not fun for me to play them. So again, I apologize if you are looking for that on the channel. It just won't be here, I'm afraid. Again, I will link some of the other YouTubers who do play them that will be a bit more consistently playing them, and you can also check them out. But for me, that is pretty much it with the modern ones. In terms of GP24, I am on the fence. I was on the fence I was going to get GP23, but the kind of new career mode features, I was like, well, that would be great for YouTube, and if the game does improve, and I kind of mentally swayed myself into believe that Milestone could fix themselves. And like, if you go back and watch my first impressions of GP23, I said it's going to be a good year for that, because the physics didn't feel too bad. And again, I think maybe me at Jerez and that video and new GP game, and I was kind of thinking, maybe this is decent, maybe I can get away, maybe I can enjoy it. And I tried Moto 3 and it was cat shit, and then it was piss poor from there on, and I just got more and more frustrated. And then I could start to feel that a lot of the underlying issues I had with GP22 were still present, and that was it for me. I kind of from there on struggled out some videos, and then came today and I just absolutely lost all hope of the game, and here I am back on a 2-year-old game, and GP23 is uninstalled. So it's just sad, really, because I'd love to enjoy the new ones, because they are in some aspects better. Definitely graphically they have made a step, I will give them that. Now this doesn't look bad, but you can just see it's a bit dated compared to going from back to back GP23 to 21. But overall, that'll be pretty much it for today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to see a career mode. I'm more than willing to do it, as I do like to keep the GP content on the channel for all my people who love the GP games. And this has been a great game, and it's been great to me and my channel. I think maybe we could have some more fun with it, and never know, we might try and do something maybe modded with it, or don't know. If you want to see a career mode, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. Give some suggestions. We could try a lot of different things with this game. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. Hope you have enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll catch y'all in a future video. Thanks for watching. Slán go fóill.